All right. Back here live from Radio Row in San Francisco, California. It's a nice day today.
Yeah.
I know if you're in Kansas City, it's probably a little cold. If you're on the East Coast, I'm sure it's cold. We're on the West Coast. We're feeling good here inside of the convention center. We have another great guest joining us here on Radio Row. Mr. Shawn Syed, how are you?
I'm doing great. I agree with you. Beautiful day outside today. I grew up in New Jersey, but I live in Dallas right now.
Yeah.
Ice everywhere.
Yeah.
I come here, it's like I don't even
Really?
Sorry to say to everyone that's
No.
working through all the snow right now.
I'm not sorry.
Did you? Was this your first time experiencing because it got below 20 in Dallas last week, didn't it? Is that your first time in Dallas?
It's like every other year you get like an inch of snow and the whole entire city shuts down.
Yeah.
So it's seen it for the second time. Yeah.
So you were the data analyst for SumerSports. Talk about that.
Yeah,
talk about your role.
It's been a lot of fun where like my background is in film, the X's and O's, the kind of schematics of football, and how do you take that and marry that with data to do something to actually help a team win, right? It's not just like, oh, like this is how this offense performed, this is how this defense performed. It's things like analyzing all 22 players at every single second along a play and figuring out, well, this is the speed this player is moving when he's in this specific situation. So now I can know that, hey, Xavier Worthy's best route is X or it's Y or it's Z. And then you can take that and now you're projecting that to college prospects. So it's been really cool to see, you can learn a lot from the data, but then you can take kind of the football side to inform it as well.
It's pretty cool.
I have a question off the top of my head with Tom Monken, who helped Lamar Jackson get 2 MVPs. How do you think he's going to coexist with Shedeur Sanders in that data?
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested just because you would, if you had to choose offensive or defensive head coach, obviously both the guys in the Super Bowl are defensive guys, but to develop a quarterback, you lean a little bit toward the offensive side. So Monken has had some interesting experiences where, hey, we can go back to Georgia, right? We don't even we don't just have to talk about Baltimore, where like that offense is pretty fun. So I do think he's going to have a good plan overall where it's an easy one to look at and say, oh, Monken is a little bit out of a different point in his career than like Mike LaFleur or Clint Kubiak, one of these young guys coming in. But, Monken has had consistently good offenses. So I'm interested. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Interested, yes.
I'm intrigued.
I am. Hey, listen, I'm always trying to get the edge on anything. Dynasty leagues, betting, use all the data you can get.
Yeah, you have some folks that are on both sides of the fence, right? You have the old school is like, no, we don't need that. What is this new thing? Then you have some people that are like, yeah, we need it. It's great for football. It's great for the sport. Talk about like what I know you're on the side of like, yeah, we need it, but like talk about the reasons why it should be data.
Yeah, I mean, I would ask two people. I would ask Mike Vrabel and I would ask Mike McDonald, and they will both tell you the same thing, that Vrabel has like his person, like his strategy person. You'd ask McDonald, he can talk about the data systems they put into approach. So aside from my personal opinion, like these guys, these top level competitors, they want that because they know it's like this is the edge that you need. Like it is so small. So if we're looking at Puka Nacua in college and saying, he's whatever, is he playing against lesser competition? But then you can take the tracking data and say, well, he actually is able to accelerate at like the exact same level at these top receivers. And now he's dropping all the way down in the 5th round. But the Rams have that kind of insight that you're able to say, all right, well, now it's time. Like it makes sense for us to be able to kind of take that. So to me, it's never about like data is going to replace or anything. Look, like I love football for like the human beings like that are part of it, right? Like I'm not a data person first. Like that's a secondary thing for me. But like if you're not like, if you just have a stone and it's unturned, like these guys are working obscene hours. Like we hear the stories, like we hear the unfortunate stories kind of every day about what coaches are giving up. And so like if you're actively saying, oh no, I'm just gonna ignore that, it's like well, like 25 teams are really pushing that direction, might as well kind of get on that as well.
Because you always hear like the game during the game broadcast, if it's 4th and 1, it's like, all right, well, what does the number say? What is it? What does that say? So I mean, I can see it both ways. I'm more of for the data.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you like points, right?
Right.
I like points.
I love points.
We all playing Madden.
Always get the over. Always picking the over.
Madden, obviously, we don't have to like deal with the consequences. I mean, you might lose your game, right? But like, it's fun to see like some of these coaches that come up and they say, yeah, like I did these timeout situations in Madden, and it's like, well, in your other kind of life, can you simulate what the situations are? And you try that. So it's kind of interesting to see that. But yeah, like for me, it's just like the 4th down situations overall, sometimes it's tough to talk about because like if you say, oh, like just take the points, one kick, field goals they're just not guaranteed.
Right.
I wish more than anything that field goals were 100% guaranteed. It would be fantastic. Yeah. It'd be so lovely to have that, but you don't have that. And so like a situation last week, or obviously with the Broncos, it's like, okay, like I personally, like if a person's going to be aggressive and they want to go for it, like go ahead, man. Like,
Yeah.
swing for the fences.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of want to be.
And Lindsay was just on talking about, you guys are doing the draft. You're
Mm-hmm.
looking at some numbers for the draft. What are your thoughts on, like, just looking at the different numbers of when, some guys are going to draft or what teams are going to do?
Yeah, the draft is really interesting because it is like, it's a series of coin flips and dice rolls. Like every first round pick is not going to be a hit.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I wish they all would be. So it's like, how much information can you get about these players that obviously you have to have like your interpersonal, like I'm going to try and like see what this person is. But then there's also the, hey, if you are at maybe a team that is seen as like a quote lower level, are you moving at the same speed as some of these higher level guys? Are you an edge rusher that has the same get off as someone that we would expect to be kind of early on? So those kinds of things, they are pretty interesting to look at in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any guys, and not even just this season, maybe the past couple of seasons, that have kind of like jumped off the page for you as far as like the deep dive of the analysis that you're putting on them?
I mean, JSN this year is absurd.
Definitely. That's one.
Wild. It is wild. Like to see, and because it's like you also have Puka Nacua had a phenomenal season.
Right.
And then it's like JSN's in the 100th percentile of this stuff. And so it's cool to see that because it's like you see things like his usage in his rookie year, like a lot of these kind of screen passes, these short throws, these quick kind of get the ball in his hands. And it's like, wait, he can do everything. And so to be able to see him kind of grow into this role where, I mean, he was walking around here with the Super Bowl last year, right?
Yeah,
like now he's in the bowl, like he is
Yeah.
playing. So to be able to see that this year was really, really cool.
And going from Geno to Sam Darnold.
To Sam Darnold,
it's really
because
interesting.
Geno was throwing 4,000 yards, and now you're thining like, oh,
It's tough.
Sam
Yeah,
Darnold,
tough to have Gino have that season.
Yeah.
Sean, how can people get in touch with you?
Yeah, on Twitter at Syed Schemes, SYED Schemes, breaking down all the film, all that fun stuff. And then of course check out the SumerSports YouTube.
Says Syed Schemes.
Yeah,
that's a dope name, man.
I like it.
I like that.
Alliteration.
I like that.
Shawn Syed, alliteration. It's a good one. Yeah.
All right, that's Shawn Syed. We'll be back with more guests here live from Radio Row.
The views and opinions expressed on the W Radio Show by the host, co-host, guests, and call-in listeners are solely the opinions and responsibility of the original source who expressed them. They do not represent the opinions of the W Show, 100.1 FM, One Kansas City Radio, Sideline Sports Talk, Team Wall Street Foundations, or affiliates.